Good evening and welcome to the second half of the McGraw Report. I'm Harry McGraw, your host, and today we have another exciting guest on our Heroes Day today. From the Chicago Fire Department, we have Carlos Hernandez here, Lieutenant Carlos Hernandez. He's here talking about the fireman's exam. And we want to emphasize to you guys that we got a small window of opportunity now. September 16th is the deadline. Get those applications in if you want to become a fireman. And we want to encourage you to go on the website and apply. Give Lieutenant a call at 312-738-1060. And thank you, Lieutenant, for coming on the
Well,
show.
thank you so much for having me.
Commissioner could not make it, so he sent Mr. Hernandez, the Lieutenant Hernandez, in his stead. He's a great gentleman, and Commissioner, I'm gonna forgive you this time, but next time I want you on the show, man. You know I love you, and I'm gonna look for you down the road. But we are so glad to have the Lieutenant here, and he's been on the fire department for many years, and he's been a beacon of light in the community as well. And we are so glad that you're on the team, man. We're so
Thank
glad
you.
you're out there, man.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, you started off in the trenches, right? You started off as an EMT yourself, right?
I did. I first started with the Chicago Park Districts actually as a lifeguard. So after becoming a lifeguard, I decided to become a paramedic, and I came in with the fire department as a paramedic. And down the road, I became a firefighter after working 8 years with the Chicago Fire Department as a paramedic, as an EMT paramedic, and now I'm a lieutenant with the Chicago Fire Department. It's a great job, great opportunity for anybody that would like to take this opportunity to have a great career. It's a great calling. If you're into helping people, if you love being part of the community and getting involved with the community, this is one of the greatest jobs you could possibly have, because we're there when you need us for anything, and it's a great career. So if this is something that you want to do, please go on the website and sign up. The deadline is September 16th, as Mr. McGraw has said earlier. There's a test that you have to take December 13th and 14th of this year. We want you to call or actually get online and sign up, because it's a great calling. And if this is something you think I'm possibly doing, it's a great career. And not to mention, there is great benefits with that. And one of them is salary. The amount of money that we start off with is over $50,000 a year.
Great,
And
great starting salary.
Absolutely. And if you live in the city of Chicago like myself, and I grew up in the city in a neighborhood, and you always looked at the fire trucks going through, and you see them going by, and lights and sirens, you get that chill in your skin, and you get your skin.
Get those goosebumps,
You
man.
get those goosebumps.
Yeah.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
job for you. So
I get
absolutely.
excited too when I see the fire trucks go by and the kids' eyes light up every time they see them. I mean, you guys are the real heroes, and I am so fortunate to have the lieutenant on the show. We got heroes on the show today. This is Heroes Day on the McGraw Report. Give them a call, 312-738-1060, and talk to the lieutenant. We got a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
All right. Do you know, once you complete the application, can I go back and submit files? Because I know one of the questions they ask, like to submit files, like your documents. Was I supposed to submit my documents at the same time I completed the application, or can I come back and do that?
Actually,
September 6th?
sure. It's a great question. You don't have to submit all your documents at the time that you fill up your application. You submit it. You could do you do have the opportunity to come back at a later time and go ahead and submit those applications, upload them into the website. But if you do have any problems getting back into the website, we have a great way to get help. You could call a phone number, which is area code 312. The number is 744-4976, and they will assist you on getting back into your application if you're having a hard time getting back into your application, or having a hard time uploading any of your documents. So that's a pretty good number for you to contact if you're having any issues with your application.
And that's a good thing too, to have a hotline just set up for, technical issues in case people are having problems with the website. But also, they have to have a username and password, right, to get in and out. Right?
Absolutely. So when you're filling out your application, you're gonna need an email address, which there, if you don't have one, there's a few email accounts that you could go on, and they're free. Gmail, Yahoo, and so on and so forth. Once you get an email account, then you want to go ahead and start your process for the application. Once you get your application, make sure you write down your passwords and your username and that kind of information, because you will need it at a later time if you want to go back into your application and submit any documents or make any changes. Like, for example, if you move,
That's right.
you want to make sure you change your information, because it's extremely important that you change that information, because if you don't, you might never get a call from the fire department that you're being sought out for a job. So it's very important to change the information if something like that happens.
Lieutenant Carlos Hernandez is our guest on the McGraw Report. We're talking about applying for the fireman's exam. It's wide open right now. You got the opportunity to get involved. So please give them a call, 312-738-1060. We're talking about the fire department now. We're not talking about Jiffy Lube job here. We're talking about a real career. If you got that passion for helping people like the lieutenant here, this might be your calling. So give them a call, 312-738-1060. Now, I want to reiterate what we did on the first hour with Ms. Ford about the minimum age requirements and the maximum age requirements for the exam.
Very good. Absolutely. You have to be 18 years of age by December 31st of 2014. And you cannot be older than 37 years of age to take the exam. You can be 37 years of age, but you cannot be 38 the day you sit in the academy. That's the first day you start the fire department. But during the process, you could be 37 years of age. Very important to remember that if you do not meet those minimum qualifications, the actual application won't even allow you to continue to be processed to give you a chance to become a firefighter. So if you meet those qualifications, please go ahead and submit your application, and you'll have a great opportunity and a great career, a great opportunity to make up to 6 figures with the Chicago Fire Department as you're moving up the ranks and with time and stuff like that.
Right.
So
right.
it's a great opportunity if like I was saying earlier, if you enjoy helping people.
Now, people move up the ranks internally in the fire department. So they do their duty, they learn, they advance in the business, and then when opportunities arise, they can always go up.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you first start off, when you start the academy, it's 6 months of training. It's 3 months of becoming an EMT, which is the Chicago Fire Department will train you to become an EMT. After that, you go for 3 months of training to become a firefighter. Once you're complete, you're going to be a firefighter EMT once you're done with your training. Once you're done with your training, after that, then with time, you can start moving up the ranks, all the way up from just a firefighter EMT to becoming a lieutenant, a captain, a battalion chief, all the way up to commissioner. So we do hire from within all the time. And that's how we all of our promotions are within the fire department. So you could be you could start off as a firefighter and be commissioner someday. You never know.
Wow, you never know.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is a great opportunity for anybody that's looking for a real serious career change. We got Lieutenant Carlos Hernandez here on the McGraw Report. Give him a call, 312-738-1060. This is the time, Chicago. Do you want to be a fireman? Do you really? Do you want to be an EMT? I mean, look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm tired of sitting at this desk job. I'm tired of sitting here at, one of these fast food jobs, trying to get this minimum wage, wait for them to go up on the minimum wage. I want a real career. You strong? You got a high school diploma? You got a GED? You want to make a move? Here's your opportunity. Call the lieutenant right now, 312-738-1060. Now, the one thing I want to emphasize is I know that people with bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees are going to be taking this test, but you don't have to have all that to apply.
Well, no, you just have to be able to sit down for a test. It's a basic entrance exam. It has nothing to do with being a firefighter or an EMT. Are you able to read? Are you able to write? Can you sit down and answer some questions? Once you pass, it's a pass-fail test. So there's no if you score the highest point, you're number one on the list. If you score low on the test and you pass, you're not at the bottom. The moment you pass, you go on you go on the list. And once you go on that list, computers can randomly select your number. And once your number is selected, then is the number you're going to be given for the rest of your process. So you do not have to have a higher than a high school or a GED degree. But obviously, with time, and if you want to move up the ranks and stuff like that, it does help because you're able to study and those kind of things and use that those diplomas or those degrees to your advantage in that sense. But anybody could be a lieutenant. I myself, I have a high school diploma and a little bit of college, and I've been a lieutenant for almost a year now. So,
Well,
it's a great job.
I don't know. Lieutenant Hernandez, I mean, you're not just one of those regular guys. You're a real go-getter. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I don't think it has anything to do with the education more than it has to do with you and your spirit.
Oh, absolutely.
And you have a passion for helping people.
Right.
And that's the kind of stuff you're looking for in the department, right?
Absolutely. If you, like I was saying earlier, if you really enjoy helping people, like myself, the opportunities are endless here with the Chicago Fire Department. You could do so much within the department. We got administrative positions. We got positions in special teams, like being on the squad or on the dive team. There's so many positions that you could go into. You have to remember, we handle everything from a simple paper cut to all the way to somebody to a drowning, somebody hanging from a building, somebody trapped in a collapsed building or floor or anything else like that. We handle pretty much every emergency that comes through the 911 center. Obviously, with the assistance of the Chicago Police Department, of course. But we're there when you need us and when you call us. Absolutely, we're one of the few departments in the city that when you call, we are going to be there to help.
And I love it. I love the fire department. They are always there for us. They're always keeping us informed about what's going on in the city. They protect us, and they're just real heroes. I mean, they are walking heroes. So, I'm not hating on you, New York, but I love Chicago firemen. They are the best. They are the best. And I want to see more people applying for that exam. So get a lieutenant a call, 312-738-1060. The exam is open. You got until what date?
September 16th of 2014. Please get online. The website is www.cityofchicago.org/fire application. And if you do that and you're passionate about helping people, this is the career for you. This is a great opportunity for you to become a Chicago firefighter, EMT. And of course, we are accepting all people from all walks of life.
Of course.
And,
It's
course,
wide
ladies also.
open. It's wide open. And the lieutenant's here to make sure you have all the right information about how to apply, how to get online and get the ball rolling. We don't want you to miss that deadline. We got a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, I had a question. Thank you. I had a question concerning school diploma.
Turn your TV down a little bit.
As well as college credits, and I wanted to know how do I get my high school to you all online.
Okay, I think, the caller's phone was breaking up, but she said she had some college credits, but she still wanted to get her application in with her high school transcript.
Well, the good thing about this, you don't have to have everything now when you apply. You do have to apply though and get the ball rolling. Later on, it's a good idea to get if you don't have your high school diploma with you in hand, you could go back to your high school you were at and get your transcripts. That's another way of proving that you have a high school diploma or that you're qualified. Also, if you don't have a high school diploma at this moment, and you're in high school and you're turning 18 by December 31st of this year, you have until June of 2015 to get your high school diploma or GED. So if you don't have a high school diploma,
that's a nice cushion,
or a GED,
yeah,
you have some time. So you could get that information at a later date and upload it into the website.
Okay, now I'm a young kid. I want to be a fireman. I go online. I apply. I don't have my high school diploma. I can come back and get it. I got my username and password. I come back later on. I get it in there after September 16th. I can still put it in there after September 16th as long as I make application. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. As long as you meet the deadline, filling out the application, and also paying a $30 fee. There is a $30 fee for that application. So when you fill out your application and you submit it, you're going to get an email back from the city stating that they received your application, and also how to pay for that application.
So that's like you have to have a Visa, MasterCard, or something like that
Absolutely.
online to make the payment.
Correct.
Okay, so you gotta have that.
You have to have a Visa, MasterCard, or a debit card as long as it has a logo of one of the major credit cards.
Okay, we got another caller on the line. Caller, go ahead. Okay. Caller? Okay, well, we'll get back to that caller. Remember, there's a $30 application fee. So make sure you have at least $30 on your Visa, MasterCard when you apply so that transaction to go through. Now, once the transaction goes through, all the information is put into the database for the application. What happens? How do you know it's for sure that you're in?
At a later time, if I'm not mistaken, by the mid-November, you will get an email stating when to show up for the test, what date to show up, whether December 13th or 14th, what to do, and so that's the way of the city getting back to you and confirming that everything's taken care of. If you pay your online application, you will also have an email stating that they have received their the payments and your application has been accepted. So
you'll get an email
processed.
confirmation that
Correct.
It's all done, and at the end of the application it'll say congratulations, you completed it or something.
Correct.
Or give
That
you
is correct.
a notice. Okay, great. So look, it's available to you. Go online right now and apply, Chicago. Don't wait. Don't wait until the last minute. You got a little over 2 weeks to do this. We got a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, I was just wondering, does it help to become a firefighter if you have a large, shiny mustache?
Well, you know what? I like mustaches on my firemen, to be honest with you, But you don't have to have that. I know that that's not a requirement. But check out Chicago Fire. That'll give you a good idea of what's needed. Those guys are pretty suave-looking dudes on that show,
Absolutely.
right?
Obviously, mustaches are about the only thing you're allowed to have on your face. No beer or anything else like that, which is a requirement due to the fact of the equipment that we wear. But yes, I guess.
I guess everybody loves firemen. I'm telling you, man, you guys are like rock stars. I'm telling you, everybody loves the fire department. You guys save our lives. You help us with our property. You just do a yeoman's job in time of need. And I tell you, after what happened September 11th, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our first responders. You guys do a great job.
Well, thank you. Well, after September 11, I think we all realize how important the fire department is to our communities, and being a member of that fire department, knowing that when you're going in, when everybody else is going out, no matter what the situation is, it's exciting because we're trained. We don't just rush into a burning building just because we enjoy doing that. We will train you to become a firefighter and possibly a hero in the process.
Because I tell you, when we talked backstage and you told me, well, when you get that call to be a fireman, it's like hitting the lottery. I was like, what? Hit the lottery? I mean, you're running into a burning building. That's not exactly what I think is hitting the lottery. But in essence, it is, because you're doing a dream job.
Oh, absolutely.
Helping save lives. And just, are you okay? You okay? I don't want nothing to happen to you, okay, while we're on the air. Commissioner Santiago, see, this is why I want you on the show, okay? I don't want nothing to happen to our guys, okay, Commissioner?
No. I apologize for that.
I wanted to give him a shout out anyway. Commissioner Santiago, you are my man. Larry Langford, thank you so much for sending the team over to represent today. It's a great, great show we're having with the fire department. And I want, Chicago to know that, the city of Chicago's fire department is stepping up to make it as accessible to everybody. This is a real honor having them on the show. This is our hero show. And I can't think of anybody better to have on the show than our firefighters, EMT, first responders. They are the ones that keep us safe. You want to be a fireman? Give them a call, 312-738-1060. We got a few minutes. I want to make sure that the lieutenant gets that website out one more time so they can apply.
www.cityofchicago.org / fire application.
Fire application. Make sure you go online right now. If you're in California, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, does it matter?
It does not matter. It's worldwide. We're in the internet. We live in an age of technology, social media. If you live anywhere in the world, you're able to apply to become a firefighter. Obviously, once you don't have to live in the city to apply, but you do have to live in the city once you become a Chicago firefighter.
So this is your chance for some of you young kids that's really trying to figure it out. This is your opportunity. You can go ahead and apply online today. www.cityofchicago.org /
fire application. Absolutely.
Fire application. Go ahead to that link and you can get your application started. Make sure you put in a username and password and remember it, because you may have to go back and forth. But if you get it in by September 16th, you are definitely in the pool. And then the machine handles the rest for the lottery part of it.
Correct.
And then you get a call, and then you have to go to some other steps. There's some physical
Absolutely.
training and all that.
There is some physical training involved. There's a test, physical agility test that you have to take. It's called, the acronym is CPAP. It's C as in Charlie, P as in Pat, A as in Apple, and T as in Tom. It's called a candidate physical abilities test. And if you do go on YouTube and on the website, on the website there's a link to a YouTube video, and it'll show you the process on what actually the test consists of, and some of the training that we actually go through. And if you're able to do if you're able to meet those requirements as far as the physical ability and take the test and pass that test, you will become a Chicago firefighter someday.
Wow, it's just an amazing opportunity. 18 years of older, no older than 37, so you're right in the prime of your life when you apply for this. If you're out there jogging on Lakeshore Drive every day, keeping yourself, keeping your sexy up and all that,
right,
but you want to really do something great for the city, I think this is the way to do it. Become a firefighter, become a first responder, EMT. This is the way to go. And we want to thank our first responders. We want to thank the lieutenant for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Shout out to the Commissioner Santiago, my main man. Thank you so much for sending the team out. Larry Langford, you guys are the best. We're going to make sure we get back in touch with you to find out how things are going. And Chicago, we just want to encourage you to go on that website one more time. Could you give it to him again, Lieutenant?
www.cityofchicago.org / fire application. And one more thing on that CPAP test that I was talking about, you do not have to have it by the time during the time of application process, but you will have to have it at a later time. And the Chicago Fire Department most likely will contact you, or the City of Chicago will contact you for those to start that process down the line after you're selected to possibly become a Chicago firefighter.
All right. Well, thank you, Chicago, for tuning in to the McGraw Report. Tune in again next Wednesday where we have another exciting guest. We're not going to be able to take any more calls because we're going to be going off the air. But this is Lieutenant Carlos Hernandez. I'm Harry McGraw. We want to thank you, Chicago, for tuning in. And tune in again next week where we'll have another exciting guest. Go ahead, be a fireman. We love you, Chicago. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye now.